Riley O'Connor has a look at some of the temperatures across the country, and it's amazing to see pictures of the Great Lakes frozen over, yeah?
Yeah, when you have sub-zero temperatures, of course, you're really talking about that. And, you know, they've been in the deep freeze for a while. We've been talking about the large snowstorms that have been going up the East Coast, but it's also the brutal cold temperatures and the wind chills. If you take a look at the current temperatures right now, your eyes really focus up in the northern parts of the United States, where we're talking 7 below in Bismarck, 2 below in Minneapolis, and even 28 degrees in Chicago. So they're under the deep freeze. You look out in the western United States and we're still sitting very mild. In fact, Portland right now 50 degrees. Now we are getting some cooler air spilling into parts of Washington and parts of eastern Oregon, and that's going to be the trend coming up in the next couple of days as we get a cooler air mass coming in. But you factor in the winds with the temperatures, and we're feeling like 28 below in Bismarck, 21 below in Minneapolis. So you can see the northern parts of the United States freezing right now versus the western areas. And, you know, really, if you like the mild temperatures, I mean, this is where to be. We hit 60 degrees once again here in Portland, and a couple of 60s on the map. You can see Salem hitting 60 today, Vancouver, even the Dalles. Like I mentioned, the cooler air still out east. Baker City only at 42, and Bend today only made it to 41 degrees. But if you're out at the coast, I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine, and the winds also were a factor. We have that offshore flow, and the winds have strengthened through the evening hours. I actually got an email from a viewer saying he went outside, and it seemed very calm outside. Well, it's really depending on your location. If you live in the eastern suburbs, that's where we're seeing the highest gusts. Here in Portland, we saw winds at about 31 miles per hour within the last hour. The latest gust at 18 miles per hour. And our temperature is still staying on the mild side. Of course, this wind keeps our atmosphere mixed up, and that's why we're seeing a little bit of warmer temperatures through this evening. Winds again gusting to the north out of Lincoln City. You can see they're lighter down towards Albany. The higher terrain is where we're seeing the highest gusts, and I think that's really where it's going to stay tomorrow as well. Again, eastern areas and the higher elevations. So here are your latest wind gusts. Happy Valley 13 northeast wind in Washougal, also Crown Point getting that easterly flow. And like I mentioned, that will continue for tomorrow and actually strengthen a little bit. Temperatures east of the mountains still cold out there. 33 in Pendleton and 30 in Bend, sitting at 46 in Salem and 50 degrees still in Vancouver. So here's the planner for tomorrow morning. Right around 40 degrees. You're going to continue to feel the east wind. Again, if you live in the eastern suburbs, gusts to maybe 40 to 45 miles per hour, not out of the question. And with the cooler air mass coming in, I have us right around 55 degrees for the high tomorrow. So clear skies will be dominating for tonight, and it's all courteous of high pressure that's over the area. This is going to basically slide toward the south and the east over parts of Washington and Oregon. So that's going to continue to give us that easterly flow coming in for tomorrow night, and also on Monday. So temperatures tomorrow going to be in the mid-50s. We'll wake up in the mid to upper 30s for most areas to around 40 degrees. Salem around 35 overnight low. I think you're going to be a little bit cooler in Kelso, 36 starting off from McMinnville, and then here in Portland right around 40 degrees. Now it's going to be a cold start, especially east, around 17 in Bend. You're only going to make it up to around 37 degrees and 47 in Pendleton. But the good news is you will see mostly sunny skies. Now for the gorge, again, the western areas, that's where the windiest conditions will be. We can see gusts up to around 50 miles per hour, and up towards Mount Hood, potentially up to around 55 miles per hour. So the weather stays very quiet through Tuesday. Then we get a series of systems starting to make their way in. Nothing major, but there will be some moisture with these. We'll start to see showers arriving by Tuesday evening. The snow levels drop so we can get some light accumulations Wednesday through Saturday as the snow levels right around 3,500 feet. So some good news for the ski resorts.
Yeah, we're still having some of the best weather in the country when you look at everything else.
Yeah, you can't complain about that at all.
All right, thanks a lot, Riley. Well, the Portland Trail Blazers will have a fresh look when they take the home court tomorrow night for the first time since the All-Star game. Dan Christopher